Baba.
Me na me catch Kwesi Boateng. Say or say or your software or wotumia. Me ni enu yemfa timer ento ho. Me kuta Kwesi Boateng. Ya fa say Kwesi Boateng. Me kuta nsem say 3 minutes. Onu so kuta me nsem 3 minutes. Obetwa hwe. So when twa hwe I resign as a broadcaster.
Hey di makon.
Me na me catch so ni tumi bi as software. Eh enu dwa. Me nya wadwe so ko preach wa America che so wotumi wu. I am sitting here and telling you, me, Jay Kufo to Nietzsche, Esheme, me a bosom. Unimia, to a dream. Yeah, they are tossed to be over the say. A do baby, I want memoha. A do baby or memoha. Then fear me, no, me pet ya chimney 39 times. Wouldn't the NTR? Yes, an MP 4 time you. Nanado, Esheda out of the 39, 7 on the Kasi and Chimmy. Eti Adano, Nami will phone, so we shall add the 2 speaker. Nami Mao Monte say, Bibisa Nippon of Frem say, Bisa Kufado said, Dink no my betchene. Wouldn't the NTR no more chimney? And yes, one more time. I'm Casa Minchado. Nanado, only me chain, apart from Kufo. The next person with the new patriotic party only me pa and another than Kwakufado. Because time now me buano as Attorney General, me buano as Foreign Affairs Minister. Na me yakwala ketwa. But now or try to tame me. But unfortunately, the bia umbe person umbe tame me no. Momo tune me hojwada. Jwada so ya me krada. You can't tame me on a Monday. You cannot. And me say me ye nyame bone a nyame na de cheme we nipa untimi fa me bone cheme forget it. Me catch us say Upper East MPP benya 0 seat me boa say ya me no ka say MPP nya say. I told you say Ashanti region NDC benya between 1 equal 6 ebetra say NDC enya how many seats e Ashanti region. I told you, I sat on this TV station and told you that Mirikuduka will lose his seat. Pacho then SCCC. Me catch us say Japan Mesa. Upa on pressa akokono. Abe beyinama. If he say a Japan Mesa. Na say MPP phone nim form pa. Ono na sesa komo ya ade ni sine so. No mkoye see Western Regional Minister so. And a tefa so. Mu nim form. Enti na me Kufuor chiame a onkasa. If you say we are say wono oya slow oya. Fe no to nchen. Hwe say MPP sua anyansa me na de bia na me kan cobra ade bia akọ na se oba na waye foforo an cobra MPP eniu ankobra so ni say na Mrekudu kan fi Western Regional Minister Kwabena Ochredako na umfi he ma men kasem cho Nyankopon obo soro ne asase oni abatom but abosom e wa abatom fe no so to nchen William said de bia da obehu say Kumase e celebrate after elections let's say MPP elusu elections. First no na mami kase mi nche ehu ensentro adwuma mu tumi na wadom FM ho me catch na wo ne na ewo adom FM eti bi fi Kumase ba no na se ho na me kɔ sohwe mami kase mo nche wo a woni mu sofo owusu ansa bia frɛ mebusa no na dua bi si ba bia adom ewo no sesia okokomlemle eye kwesi twum ne maame dan e the station ni wom aya brafie bisamsam ye den na me hu ye me ba adom na me ka che kwesi twum se wabu wall bi eni kwa senka obu wall no obi a wa kwesi twum na me bi on friend na yere de Esther me ka che se kwesi wabu wall bi won maame dan na ho apem na dua bi si adom sofo mu so ansa ye akomkyere na awotwe ne akire anso mutumi bu sa dua no ba me du ho no na ese me fa me tumi to me kon ho na me de ko forest tell me friend angel forest no wonti ase so dua bi ansi ho cause de dua bi si ho yabu chese dua no foforo ba bi na ye forest and then I make sure they tell me friend angel forest no yes me sere won chese me tam dua no koko dua no foforo na me fa me tumi to me kon ho na me hwehwe me nuanom na me ko nua Ghana and Central Mutumi FTV3 nsa abonua Ifi adom eba TV3 Sese ameno kase en Central Mutumi ewo ma wem ewo nuansam Sabe me kwa me de kawa ne be ma je bi ahye Ye to so bi omni say some people anye careful ah 2028 elections asembeto won enye obia woni na ma wadwen ye osel wo so chen no bia na sese obu na bomfia nipa bi ho a wo hia na wo so chen no ti se wanye careful wadwe be so onye obia me ni agro enra me an pay am so na JB bomb man say synchropho bi ba ha na deben me say we ye be ma wo de na brawia wo peso anajo brabium ebusafo MPP elusu election no ye tiase and Mr. JB but MPP for won wan ka some coalition center results rich saying it's MPP for say me no ka say wo mo abandon baby wo mo ka say quality results no and run ajo wo mo ye meeting our cantonment bisam ye na me here I was standing right there and looking at them na me say kwa obi kwa ne papa na so na wo sa alwo sisifia ni Odogu no JB me ti wanu ho
boss body anniversary
toda ayana mpese ni pa bi ti ase sebe aburu sebe anya no yete ha no ye otumfo fia ne yetafre je na dwemu odu da beti asem na me kana se so hene afia na yen yetafre eti train voter region abana moto ya ndokra wo fom 2028 ubete song and sesie ya me no kase me nhia me ya me sofo me kan ne sofo na wo Ofanko district eye sofo Atakora wi afe papa praise God hallelujah many are suffer bebre din komo but one thing I want to assure you is say untimi fa nyame din dada nipa wa Ghana da ubetimi di nyame din dada nipa wa Egypt Algeria Nigeria Togo Benin Burkina any country be wa Africa but we are watching say we di nyankopon din be dada Ghana for nyame be power so ntoma and I am saying it today Mahama wanwe TFN no ntonchen esese ye chi opoko nyina as the chairman of the board of trustee of the National Cathedral me in position kanana come your deputy minister of communication come your information minister come your chief tenancy minister come land cruises but me show mine who say o mine here moi eche me kwadwo smart me motom Sophobia or that board of trustees at National Cathedral. I say chiwon. And Opoku Ina, the former chairman of the Church of Pentecost, must be arrested first. Because watch this. We had an Okotom war. To contain them. ABC, say the ABC Cathedral. Now, Sophia, Obo ni din ye friend say Victor Kusi Boateng na o hye nkom ka kire JFK John F Kennedy obi a America wodi ni din to ho a ye board tuo odi president so from oni ani dey no kan asem na say ya titi wo ha be confirm na ka cha ya titi say wa kotwe JFK na America fokunu ya no odi ni nkuguo abehye MPP General Secretary kon ne krakra ne say asase so ayetie no ho ye wo sofo a oye teacher ye wo sofo a oye evangelist ye wo sofo a oye counselor and ye wo sofo a osanso ye prophet it is a wushia sofo a men sofo ano na sosofo so said be ya efo no beduru fie a be hu sofo kuna wo sofo no oye nka bibia bi Mary.
All right. Me ko wan so na
Ko
yes starting ko no e wa ha no say this is the biggest TV station in Ghana and of course the whole world e hwe and adopai live e wo the TV odia 95.1 mo journey live e wo Facebook but me ko wan so na me media Benjamin Edu all the way from Kumasi Edin Kobo. Ben, not to make a match, Ebu Akwaba, Ediba, 95.1 on your TV. Media, maybe I'm on there.
Yeah, we have more hours way.
Well, actually, I started ready to say,
JB Sabri, you come out someone just with you. Oh, baby, I tell you, baby, I'll be blue. What is the any supporters are all ye figures now, Ebana, Equi, Momona, or Modo Cast and then Mobo Bank, a town after some with you. Because I'm before them to say figures Ebana is not favorite down. And to be here, the Sacramento as the Bench South Coalition Center, the Ashtown, St. Anne's American Church, Ebona. Yeah, you are Sabri, I town man, I'm not Tamaya to a better year. I want to match up to Sabri. Now, Ashtown and I want to say, baby, I tidy.
All right, that is
amount for 18 CBC, maybe yes, and you know, especially or more, baby, how far. I know my who's open MPP groups, we say we are almost to hold the party in home for money and the other. Oh, my dear, will be to me every day. Now, Sabri, a woman, she has a coalition center, and Chaviana PTB to be by between a party agent or more coalition center, or an Indian say, or more Bencose, party be for one agent, but later on,
hello, Ben. Ben, what's the car? All right. You're trying to connect Ben back on the line. Say, but before say Ben Bebaro, about 7 notable names enter Parliament being 7 notable names. Number 1, Katie Hammond Ewadase Asokwa. Doesn't look too good for him. Yeah, he says Ben. And Henry Cote, Minister in charge of Interior and MP for Yawaso Central. It doesn't look too good for him. Peter Amewu and Esla Owusu Ekufo. Ben, not to make a match him. Good. Trust me, me and Kobo.
see, JB, the American said, in checking carry by.
Hello, Ben. All right. So, let's come back to Ben Hornum, but 7 notable names. And they are not likely to join the 9th Parliament. Asla Ekufo Owusu, Minister in charge of Communication, might not be going to Parliament again. Andrew Ajapa Mesa, secondly, Member of Parliament, MKBM. Hawa Kumsin, Ewutu Senior East, Minister in charge of Fisheries, as so Emma Ahwelko Parliament. Then, Henry Cote, Ayaso Central, Lydia Forsin, John DeMello is joining the 9th Parliament, and Peter Amewu and Katie Hammond. Shockingly, Katie Hammond and joining Parliament. ABM. Adasasokwa. A very, very shocking results coming in. And no, and as I say, if you want more eba live, I will 95.1, and you more detailed results of that particular constituency and other results to Suswa eba. But congratulations to Miaminia Kwame A+. Ben, what's the maker? Good. So picture see and then between wine and wine, the dear the sea, go fast to Panibai.
The chief MPP agent of one of understand is the almost is a part beyond one agent. But from what I know, the NDC was 2 agents to volunteer, say about 3 breaker 1 agent. Tiema, the baby and by year for some time now. If you first of all, you man only be so say, almost we are Saturday, only year to year, my NDC agent not come money to no free. Amanaka 1 agent here practice na 1 day obia 1 agent na have service to see every I'm not say it did bibia perform if for Saturday or more ya yes I say be NCB and be results na the course will mention consequences na e dia mai now see am ya for the for only see mention something.
So as it starts now, Besha South Indian releasing any provisional results?
No, only any certified results we are at now. No, since every 2 about we are matching up to this now. Only results we are for now.
I see. For any actually by any BBNA, may yet to can yet so any Kobo Ewo Besha South. But does it look too good for the NPP or Besha South? All right. That is Minia Benjamin Edu Ewa Akuma FM in Kumasi. One of the leading producers, Ewo Akuma FM, Ewo Kumasi, and of course, in Semai Baden, Besha South, there's no provisional result, even though it is looking very good for the NPP, Ewo Besha South. The seat of the running mate to Dr Mahamudu Bawumia, Dr Metipoku Prempren, the former seats, and I will hand it over a lawyer, and lawyer. Seems to be doing very well, even though a typical traditional seat for the NPP.
The personal lawyer,
yes, the personal lawyer. And Medika Kachos, shockingly, maybe to say Adanse Krufrum say it doesn't look too good for the NPP. It looks like the NDC parliamentary candidate Ohodomono has won the election, and in fact, he's in a very comfortable lead. Ewo Adanse Krufrum. Now, it is more likely said. NDC is going to gain 5 more seats in Ashanti region. The 4 seats in the whole. Very, very unusual in our body politics from 1996 up to this time around. ABC that. But I'm going to want to nominate Benjamin Entry, Andy, and Kobo. Minia, we have a code here. Benjamin Entry, Lower West Action. Minia, we have a code here. All right. Yebetra yako Benjamin Entry honomo ewo Lower West Achim na yahwe results so if you want more provisional results. I have told you say these are provisional results, and these 7 notable names omuno wagidi nkaifoni na no ebinum walusu wo honom de adaso akrofom na sefo de. Yes sir.
Dom Kwabenya.
Wagitaw wo de say JB obeje kawana she. But now I know the name of the agro. Me can have me catch us say Ashanti region. Akunyano Apo MPP. If says so 2 politicians for them. Now or signed the Obabontia at Ediayo.
Yeah, that's true. And also before the near year analysis be near year earlier before. A lot of things come to play when it comes to Ashanti region politics.
Sorry for setting.
Yes.
Na me suffer.
Mami kwa wansa me ne kobdami say.
Suffer ko fi atakra wi afi.
Oseka.
Osremi.
Nyabo trema no.
Me nyabo trema.
Yes, supposed to.
But still ano, ese e chi no.
Mami kwa wansa sumra. Na me ne minua Kwabna Ebisa ending kobo. Kwabna, bibi ayi boko there. Hello Kwabna.
No wonder.
Kwabna Otemeka.
Okay. Me sama.
Kwabna Bisa Otemeka.
1K na here the Simon.
Kwabna Bisa is joining us live. It was Zoom. Kwabna Otemeka. Good. Baby Ojano, I heard what to say. Dear the Koso, the provisional result for us this morning.
Oh, JB. So, what's it? JB, what's it again?
Beto Kapa, Babitio.
Okay. Say, start here, no. Ebusua, Edaso, Ewo, Air Coalition Center, Sunyani East Coalition Center. The result counting coalition Air Force, Ebusua, Air Force, we have said, Bidia before every year. But as we speak now, no, Sunyani East, the center, the largest population. The center, as we speak now, no, police stations now, 258, and then out of the 258, as we speak now, no, I'm a quality 108, aka 152 police centers on the Sanso Policia, and say to me every year, but say a presidential so far the coalition presidential NPP Ekuta 11,237 GCPP 12 Boom 35 LPG 5 NDP 5 CPP 19 NGC 11,033 APC 17 Kofi Granting 10 George Chumberima Edu 3 Nana Kwame Bediakon 433 Alan Kojo Trematin 75 and a rejected ballots 321 and as total vote cast na 23,205 and the parliamentary so around parliamentary now we see I'm chairman as it stands now the results are abano we see I'm chairman for MPP Ekuta 7,966 Said Mubarak no NDC no ayakotomono kra afi enoaba awetimi ne kwesi amachemade be seni na ni na bawie no so far no de yen no 12,132 Samson Sampana Ayina ono so PNC ono kuta 59 ana Ransford entry ono so independent ono so kuta 2,837 and so far no dia ekosi anoti expect say dia mbobe 10 ade kwanede na dia dia etimi dia bawie na ifi ha so na yakọ regional coalition center na yakoboni na tofa na the result na aba so far so gudu be pia so dia dia security force so abomo body pa omobombo ba usual to me say inside that no nipa ensheda ni have brain dia say woni yemma okwan say oba ha woni dwumedi bia o hanomo a dia be ma okwan anu aba ene dia udu gate na no na aka wagina ho no a so far the etimi ayo ha no.
All right, mama na asibidia that's what it did actually. You call regional coalition center out by the
as I'm fired up this morning, but I'll manage myself. Let's say
yes.
You could do Fiani. We're doing everything humanly possible to get him to come.
Why MP no?
How can MPP parliamentary candidate be 7,000? I saw it coming, but me who are dear be worrying. Say, Memfa MPs ni na njina edwam na womo hwa him for the name. Say oba na ye last person na oba wini. Me train obo na MPP fo e wo suyane abrantie bi ani abre say kokko no say ono oye communicate ono ye special assistant ma MP na boys bi abegina chiro say Captain Smart we den MPP win the election me hwa akwanenim din no ho Suzumu akwanti se ntatea a ofro so no.
There is your reporter back Benjamin entry ewa ahomado so. Ben bibia moko de.
Dum e pa so ya hu ye pa ewo lower west action concesion sama che se no campaign. So no di enra. Ya sha se ya to aba e be si enne ya so gbe ku a ye nte bata bi sani abari baby bata ene tutu asem kakra etumi atiti no. Ya kan sa no so se ye hu bibia ye mpe na na ye hu nyina na ye pe esan sa batwo de eto de bia akoye anibri cause akoye aprepretumi aprepre etumi abeti ananso nanso ni nyina ye bo ne tofa na ebetumi aginamu akata in authority share lower west action constituency de ye nti bibi boni bia ye na hin ko ye samankete na me do be kwanu am chinchi ko some police stations most of the flashpoints that were old police station no expected voters are not was an credible voters and also on the Tuaba. Now you 479 na MPP you parliamentary MPP now 177 NDC now 122 independent candidates honorable if declare them Mami sense Simechi na mechanic MPP honorable Charles Champon Ono and a deputy minister of communication and digitalization. Ono and a representative MPP or lower west action. And a honorable Owi Kwame Frimpong, those one are born in Samana friend of Darling Boy. And also the representative NDC. And I am honorable Gifty Clenham. Formally, now on MP. A lower west action now so call yes and by and Yam of the Prey, the independent candidate. Asam Namiken. It is not here to be old police station. Old police station, where Samankese, 479 expected voters, and our voters are near Sheffield on Babatuapa. Yatuapa, MPP, parliamentary honorable Charles Champon, 177, NDC, honorable Owi Kwame Frimpong, 122, independent candidate, honorable Gifty Clenham, 2, rejected votes, 4, presidential, old police station, Samankese, and so the presidential nipa epieba to abenya 305 na MPP Dr Mahamudu Bawumia 192 NDC His Excellency former President Dramani Mahama 102 and new force yenia Kwame Bediako on also 6 rejected votes na also 5 the same here assign for
Benjamin.
Yes,
so what we are putting together the constituency in a coalition center, and I say provisional results, polling centers in that. Yes, can you now move, mommy? Fantastic. Can you now move, mommy? Why?
All the party and 34 the NDC na who district police commander superintendent and na who police heavy police presence na who immigration for and run a journal fire service electricity for they were on standby and the parents may not campaign go move 34 inside almost normal quality results normally but according to information
Ben hold on for me now message about hold on call straight to the Electoral Commission now. Yako file the press conference from the Electoral Commission. Yakwaba, ibenya the agenda yako various polling centers and of course, constituency yako file results. Commissioner ba.
To ensure the smooth transmission of results at both the constituency and regional levels. We are grateful for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Director of Electoral Services. On this note, the update for this morning comes to an end. I'd like to thank you very much for coming, and we usher you back to the NCC. Thank you very much. Bye.
every or press conference no. But me can someone sure say election way coverage. Media house be any assassin so information I want. Not even TV3. Madam Kacho. As it stands to now, say ya me no kase. Say ya me kwaju smart me no kase. Ya wo 40,976 polling stations. What him say information are easy. Them are media houses ni na no. Ko check it. The total number of polling stations I want the mind. The egu echire no na endru this total number.
No, but the EC is becoming lazy.
No, what a train. Remember what fire? Kawan winyan share train. 40,976 polling stations. Say ya me no ka say yen ye wo 38,858 and polling stations are coming in Dramani Bawumia. He will still lose these elections. May I haven't called the elections about 10 no metro de America. But polling stations that can in Dr Mahamudu Bawumia kura say Mahama nye 0, Obia nye 0. Yet na mana still Bawumia will lose the elections. John Mahama will lead Bawumia. Troto, say no 148 in the tour. John Mahama will lead Bawumia between 1 million and 1.4 million votes.
General, there's chaos somewhere. My men call at the power of Namini in Kobo, no chere baby or na esema esu hormo. At the party maker. Good.
So what actually can you tell me?
At the party maker. Good. If I now what we are told to say Ntawanta will be esu baby aworo. Exactly what is going on there.
Yo, JB, me da se pa mama wachi na me ma ya hwefo ene yetiefo enfo munrem e wo abrekuma not ahanom na obese collection center na e ko so odoko e Methodist church no eye St Peter's Society da kuman odoko honom ene wo na enra na nka wosenka bibia mfi ase na nso enye ba esi e wo kwashima school no e ma.
All right, so at the party maker. Okay. Ebe getting back to Adepa. Telecos, MTN, Vodafone, please. Say, tell us hello today. Muja is asking for you.
Abino and Timmy. Abino the word to me, Obia abandoning. Abino Kebi, say, I no say. 40,976 polling stations no. Yenya 38,861. Easy, I was information way.
Why didn't they release it?
They can't. Ahafo. Mami found chasing fee ahafo.
Before some call half no, at the pass yaba.
All right.
Mami at the part area. At the party maker.
Yeah, JB.
Good. Position who you na ye nim kobo. Exactly what is happening.
Yo, it's a question there was a matter this for Emaya Sum, no Musmonia Copo. The same place now, so LA Collection Center, Ewa Hanuma, or more kind of battle. As they Pusana say, and I'm telling me for now, don't pay, which I met here. Obli go up a pleno, and I will share Madame.
Better the Sinyami air na Juma. Better the Sinyami air na Juma.
Jabi, what do you mean?
Yes, better Cassis Yago.
Jabi, what do you mean? Jabi.
Yes, better Kaya Casa. Meet you.
Yo, until the next year. Yeah, big gets in this theater. I saw for them run on messing Yankopoma. I don't mind a wild continent for no money never trip ready. Ababa, I saw them when in City. I saw him money and to me now, Akunya and Ferremo, who be a chianum. Stanson, Ponina, medicine, money, say, or so for no any quality as Bammy and Savia to me, I saw them on. And I church members, Bammy and Sam, or Mono Macha at your mobile keyboard, I want to sound no element. Now to say, I saw for me, and you're crying. I akwakoso mo nya akopon ene no akoye boachi bidi stanso na collection center na make us say the same place as all them no almost so counting yes and say that in terms of no masha say it as we say omo bienu dey no ye be si dey aka ni nyina bom omo ba ye omo ba be test mic no na ye ntumi nkan aba no e wo inside omo ba ye di aba no e fi aso da ni inside for e yo mo big ba ko e wo abronsan ne so na so na still dey no e wo ho no eno ana ma ye pie ba bonti a
hey Adepa. All right. Now, ebinu you.
Timem phone ka say osofo no epese police so e di asefo from ebeba yo shabe gina bontin won ti say wo ba na o shani ni wa o say bia asem ese wa asani wa ya mo wa wura ti say die timem phone asori phone na aka bontin a security ni to me mie phone mo mo esan say asori no mo ba no asori dem wan so e na ye counting no.
What is this? I saw them one more a collection center. The home now. I saw for this some of us are to pay.
Also, for the one saw them was to see America send a queer master bear me and sa.
Then the one cross on the best.
And ya when you rem, but also for never be who security when you follow. A police need penina or that a Median and what I catch what I say. Yenem ya sorry ma into your baggage which my na yakọ mo pa oboko merem eno na yati me mfoni peti yo musu ko ba gate wo eno mfoni na me de sene mu no mo ko ba gate wo ka cho mo se so obia be dwin se omo fa ko ti kwa so abo mo apo e di nkofo ra mu aba be e kan aba no nti kwa no twa no obia be isu me gate nti o hye ni mu a ne warem be sisi se ye ka se nya dia o hye ko tun identify se we church member ti rem na eno na ma e rap na obin a odiama NDC epie ko hu Oman from a one take at home say, I go brow, Momra from na ye nyina ye pekuni bie. Oma starting to jubilate or move to part and now, or as some people say, a rapper and Eddie Brim no to me Babano. But some men fine, na a ya so for the room about a so any day. Acquire watch it at the same time, you did now keyboard no more counting up with your own.
Hey, all right, Adepa, for any day, I mean, now I say it is sorry, mother. Yes, I was sorry, them. And the party makers say, sorry, man, I'm going to say, I'm going to suffer, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to say.
Debbie, baby,
I'm sorry, man, I'm going to sorry, them was to see, I know, a castle for the one, what do I say?
I saw money, dear, do not come over, if you want more, didn't care of my basabi, or more about so my dress sounds on me, I saw man. O man ko bra ka cho mo say aso ko mo nya ma bie o bu ko fie e na nsem ne nya ma e ko so abonte no nti aha sorry man kakra so ko ne so aha ne kakra o ko ja ko pit na se ko be kasa ye wan ne se wasi pom wa ba abonte be hwe se nka o betumi ne church members no akasa na wa kon be so mo kakra but so na so be chikwa akwa wa o sha akena ba ko atumi ewrema o ko he after ya ma church member ba ko kwai pita na palo
Adepa
ma jebi Adepa ko inside nti na aso ni de se be ba so se maso emre ni nkra be na be che na se count ni betimi akoto wasu biem na bibia tuto ye no so e ya se foforo jebi.
But as it stands now, Monya is the provisional result from Baby Awono. As it stands now, Monya is the provisional results from Baby Awono.
But your baby mention
Baby Sasa, Otimeka. Good. Baby Sasa, as it stands now, Monya is the provisional results. Ewo ehorrible.
Kono presidential na eno no masha tie abubo bia fine na kakra na mabubo no enye ju have pesan say police station 281 and also mention no mon kan tie enye ju have but dey abubo so no ni nyina ya dia NPC ena edikai a omo na read kai na NPP to aso anso na chedan so ekrama eno so ebi so putimi ko obi ti say police number bia 501 na NPP ekra 24 NDC ekra 40 wo honum uko aye center 2 na ye 502 na NDC ekra 50 a NPP ekra 40 wo cheda ekra 3 na ebi onta gum ekra ba kunti we ne kakra yensa akaba asat now ne de yentumi kwan kan presidential wie ni akọ parliamentary sunti and the dom ya bo dom pim egu ye chi e wa ha and say wa usha omo betime nya kwa ra sorry ha ana wo ti omo kan
I see e ho me ka say koye people assembly yes
omo menya
yenda the pass
omo na
afi yen starting call resource na wo hodim and David
yeah
Nana, how many votes and the BT Mahama 1 million?
Yes, almost 1 million 2016.
Mahama be broso 1 million. Medical catch us all between 1 million, between 1 and 4 million. I catch you.
Yes.
So it can be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. And there is nothing the MPP can do about this. Look, Nanado is still sleeping.
Yeah, Rebecca, I said last time, a catcher said NPP in Ashanti region ain't more than 65%.
Okay. Share 8 na Mahama nyaye no. Eno de me mehuhu hwe. Sofo owusu bempa. He's the only software organ ha ohu number 8 for Mahama. Minim ebia obi hui. But no de minim.
Yeah, sure.
But software odi kan hu 8. Again, na software owusu bempa sro. So be reach out to Mahama. Na abrante bia ya na okọ ne ho a no osusisa abrante ne ye obey NDC kakra e na oka kire sa abrante so for usu bempa etia opa on frɛ no kasa asema me kan me boa e na oka kire se onko kan kire Mahama se abade de ohu so obawini ana se Bawumia bawini na emom se oyi number 8 dia
Obefam
Assembly Captain Smart. As was so for Usuben Pakano. Assembly Captain Smart. Aka ewo TV so no ene bebem. What him say NDC for air normal pen number 1.
Obey poto.
And I betna ha catch us say nipa bi obey you 1 no.
Obey poto.
Many guru netna ha.
Yeah, be kai pa.
Na me catch us so kwa ma on you 1. If you say nipa bi obey you 1. Ewa afia bato mu akanie mu no obey poto. And okoyi number 8. Now I'm chewa there. And NDC for press conference on kaso meye no 8.
Yes.
821.
22 almost.
But it's still within the 8.
Yeah, sure.
T ahafo 836 polling stations. Say I mean no ka say 836 polling stations no. The yen saka ye 804.
Okay.
804 no. John Dramani Mahama LED ewa hafo.
I see.
Now or the 122,598 and Dr Mahamudu Bawumia won 109,069 votes.
Okay.
One wa akani nyina ukom nyina de ne bomu a
Others no.
5,234. Votes na polling stations na aka ewa hafo ni nyina. Wodi ni na obi anye 0 now the Bawumia he can still not beat John Dramani Mahama. It's MPP elusu hafo. All
right. Nti mame nye fast am nko commander. Imano so wa honomo. Na me ne ko mo nyabutre. O your authority nti nyabutre. Ukuta figures na. Imano so wa timeka.
Me kan wi amafon.
Imano so wa otimeka.
Yemi bete onka.
Fantastic. Me dim say wa bremu yi pa. Fiti edra yi na utumi enna ye. Now tell me, and then the cost so el baby aworo.
Yemi, me na wase. Anope baby me wo Dwaboso constituency. Our Western operating ha. Na yato abawie enra anwure asat ne intimi enye coalition. Ni nyina ne se eniema baako bi a party bonus se anti-Okwemo and when you see Uncle Bemproti, Ama omuntimi enye coalition no anopai ana ntiase aye adwuma mero ka say coalition no asase coalition center awo Dwaboso mero ka say ya say wo presidential mo quality results no and ye hwete ye benya empanyifo ni bia omudi parties awodo nanim no matter de nti a ama asat now yisi entimi quality results eta say sa oba western operating emia bebre quality results ama me primary body results kra ababonte nanso Dwaboso de omutimi quality results because of that you need to debi ama tension awo Dwaboso high say me tani me camera na say watch the ekoso a baby dey Dwaboso magistrate court a police for an abambo for ana agi hapa ni nyina ne say omo boban ama asumdue etimi aba
okay so
don't know egu ha crowd no awo haye papa
so atimeka
you say si ya de bia enkoye eti omo ba be godom.
All right, you want to hold on for me now. Me call the NDC headquarters now. Okay.
NDC headquarters no. As it stands now,
yes.
From the 40,976 polling stations, no. Yet here you were 38,888.
More than half.
Don't forget, say 8 need play waha. John Dramani Mahama. Abana ya tudi na de correct na. Isifua kaino. When you 6,284,836. I am repeating. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC. Out of the 40,976, no say kwebi abeka ho. I 38,890. John Mahama enya 6,285,030 votes.
Okay.
Representing 56.33%. And afei Dr Mahamudu Bawumia of the NPP enya 4,613,860, representing 41.35%. Police stations are na obi anya 0. Now the Bawumia, he can still win this elections.
Why,
NDC?
We are called the headquarters of
victory. And in fact, the provisional figures we are seeing from our internal coalition show that this landslide, this overwhelming, resounding victory given the NDC in both the presidential and parliamentary election is unprecedented in the history of Ghana as far as this fourth republic dispensation is concerned. That is taking out the 1992 elections won by Flight Lieutenant Jerry Joe Rawlings of blessed memory, our founder. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we want to update you because clearly we are all experiencing significant delays on the part of the Electoral Commission relative to the collation of results at the constituency level and the declaration of parliamentary results at the constituency level. And as part of our quest to promote transparency in this electoral process, right from the start to the end, we deem it necessary to update the nation now on the provisional results we have so far collated as a political party. And so if you look behind me, you will see 8 screens. And on these 8 screens, you will see a summary of our collated results for the presidential election. And from the screen, if you look at the far left, my far left corner, you will see that so far of the results that have been collated, the National Democratic Congress has garnered, even before I get there, you look at the far left corner, the bottom part, and you will see that out of the 40,976 polling stations, 40,976 polling stations, we have received results from our agents covering covering 38,896 polling stations. And these are results backed by pinches. We have pinches from our agents in 38,896 polling stations out of 40,976 polling stations in Ghana. The total valid votes involved in these 38,897 polling stations are 11,159,430. The total rejected ballots that we have recorded is 228,443. And if you look at the results summary between the two main contenders, the presidential candidates for the NDC and the presidential candidate for the New Patriotic Party, you can see that John Dramani Mahama has garnered, per our internally collated provisional results, 6,286,600 votes, which is equivalent to 56.33%, whilst the failed presidential aspirant of the NPP, Dr Mahamudu Bawumia, has managed to garner a paltry 4,614,606, representing 41.35%. And let me emphasize that we have pinches to buttress this. And so it is very clear that the people of this country have voted for change. And this is not just a vote for change. It is an extraordinary vote for change. It is a historic event that has happened in our country. And we are grateful to the people of Ghana. What we want at this stage is for the Electoral Commission to fast track the collation process at the constituency collation level, because we see evidence of deliberate delay on the part of some, not all, some EC officials at the collation, at the constituency collation level. And I'm going to give you further and better particulars to that effect. Now, aside this, we also have provisional results for the parliamentary elections across the length and breadth of Ghana. And the trend is not any different from the overwhelming presidential mandate that the great National Democratic Congress has been given by the people of Ghana. We have it on authority that in the Upper East region, out of the 15 constituencies, the NDC has won 15 over 15. 100%. We can also tell you on authority that in the Upper West region, out of the 11 constituencies, the NDC has won 100%, 11 over 11. We can tell you on authority that in the northern region of Ghana, based on our internally collated results, provisional, the NDC has won 11 out of the 18 constituencies. We can also tell you on authority that in the Savannah region, the home region of our presidential candidate and the president-elect of the Republic of Ghana, the NDC has won 6 out of the 7 constituencies there. I'll come back and explain to you, some concerns we have with that one constituency, Damango. Then, in the northeast region, the home region of the failed presidential candidates of the MPP, Dr Mahamudu Bawumia, I can tell you that from our internally collated results of provisional results, we have won 3 out of the 6 constituencies, and that is Yonyo, Tripone, and Bukubu. For Savannah, Yape, Bole, Sola, Salaga South, Salaga North, Daboya have all been won by us. There is a challenge with Damango, which we are trying to rectify. For Upper West is 11 over 11, so I need not mention the constituencies. Upper East is 15 over 15, I need not mention the constituencies. I will share with you the 11 constituencies in the northern region, which we have won convincingly. And in fact, we've won, there is one seat that went to an independent candidate at Willency, and that is an NDC member. If you add that, that will be 12. But officially, what we have won, the number of seats we have won per the provisional results, we have collated internally 11 constituencies. And these 11 constituencies are Tamale North, Sagnerigu, Kumbungu, Tamale South, Meon, Sabuba, Tamale Central, Zabzugu, Tatale, Nanton, and Yendi. Of course, Williamsey has been won by an NDC person who ran as an independent candidate. Now in the Bunu East region, the home region of the incoming First Lady of Ghana, I can tell you on authority that out of the 11 constituencies, we have won 10 out of the 11. And the only one that we didn't win is Techiman South, but all others, so I need not mention them, we've won. I can also tell you that in the Bono region, the home region of the national chairman of the great NDC, and should I say the national communications officer, out of the 12 constituencies, the NDC has won 11 over 12. We have won in constituencies that the NDC has never won since the 1992 elections. And it is unimaginable, unbelievable, incredible that even some of us struggle to believe the scale of the victory that God has graced us with and the people of this country, have given us. Then in the Ahafo region, out of the 6 constituencies, I can tell you on authority that we have won 5 out of the 6. The only one that it appears we didn't win is Tano North. Then in the Ashanti region, the stronghold, the so-called stronghold of the MPP, which I dare say has been turned into a swing region on the basis of the outcome of this year's election. In Ashanti region, so far, we've won 7 constituencies without any dispute. We've won 7. We've added 3 to the 4 we had already, and these 3 have already been declared by the EC. In total, we've not won 7. This is what the internally collated results we have shows that we have won for now. But there are 3 constituencies in contention, which we believe we have won. And those constituencies are the Mankanso area, Obuasi East, and then Tepa. So these 3 constituencies, there are serious contentions there that I'll be speaking to. And we believe that if you add that, we should be around somewhere 10 or so. But the ones that there are no disputes about, we've not had any challenges with, have to do with 7 out of the 47. And we are still following keenly the 3 other constituencies in contention relative to the parliamentary results. For the Eastern region, the home region of the failed, despotic tyrant Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the NDC in the presidential election is hovering around 47%. And in the parliamentary election, out of the 33 constituencies, the NDC has won 10. Another independent candidate who ran on the ticket of the NDC has won 1. And the 10 we have won in the Eastern region are in Sawama Duadri, the constituency of the minority chief whip. The arrogant minority chief whip. Anodon Pre. Upper West Achim, which is Adeso, the capital. Lower West Achim, Asamankese, Abri, Fantiakwa North, Aswejaman, Payosikanache. Lower Menya Krobo, Upper Menya Krobo, Yellow Krobo, and Afram Plains South constituency. We won Afram Plains North, but it was an independent candidate from the NDC who won that. In the Greater Accra region, the capital of Ghana, out of the 34 constituencies, per our internally collated provisional results, we can tell you that we've won 30 out of the 34. We Sedge, we've won Ligo Pram Pram, we've won Po Katamanso, Shai Osudoku, Ashaman, Tema East, Tema West, Crowell, Lejokuku, Ladadiku Tupon, Klote Kole, Odododio, Ablekuma South, Ablekuma Central, Ablekuma West has been declared. Osla is a goner. Amasaman, Adenta, Madina, Ayawaso North, Ayawaso West were gone. Ayawaso East, Domia Braubum, Okaikwe North, Okaikwe South, Ayawaso Central.
Yes, and good enough Central.
Domekwa Benya, Domekwa Benya. And I'm just receiving confirmation that we have won Botiano English and Mount Floma. Now we've won. There are a few others in contention that we are still battling it out with the MPP and the Electoral Commission, and I'm going to speak about that. But if for nothing at all, we know that Ayawaso Central and Ablekuma West have been declared by the Electoral Commission. We've won that without any question. In the voter region, the World Bank, the proud World Bank of the great NDC, there are 18 constituencies. One mistakenly went to a man called Peter Mewu in 2020. Now that constituency, the whole constituency, has come back home to the NDC. And I can tell you that we've won 18 over 18. In the OT region, out of the 9 constituencies, the NDC has won 9 over 9. 100%. In the central region, the home region of our mother and the incoming first female vice president of the Republic of Ghana. The region which also happens to be the home region of the current majority leader of parliament, Dr. K.C. Latofosen. I can tell you that out of the 23 constituencies, we have won 18. And in the western region, I can tell you that in the western region, which is a swing region, just like the central region, out of the 17 constituencies, the NDC has so far won convincingly, based on our internally collated provisional results, 15 out of the 17. The only ones that we didn't win from the results we have are Takrade and Ifia. In the Western North constituency, which has 9, in Western North region, which has 9 constituencies, I can tell you on authority that we have won 8 out of the 9. The only one we did not win is Swaman. BBNE has been won by the NDC. And so if you do a brief summary of the tentative provisional results we have collated, so far, even if you take out the contentious ones, the NDC is hovering around 185 parliamentary seats out of the 276. And as you saw from the results we showed you, the presidential results, we are hovering around 56%. And for your information, in nominal terms, the difference between Dr Mahama and Alhaji Bawumia is over 1.5 million votes. And that number is bigger than the population of about 5 countries that I know. So we are not talking about an ordinary victory here. That is why I said this is an emphatic, resounding, overwhelming, historic and unprecedented victory that the NDC has struck. If you take out 92, and I don't even count 92 because of all the challenges we had with that first. All right. So I'm even hearing that some of the constituencies that we had issues with, we are working on them. Techiman South, we are working, and other constituencies. I'm just talking about the ones that are not in dispute. And it is very clear that by the close of day, we would have resolved all the other ones with disputes, and this number is likely to go up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the most worrying issue for us at the moment has to do with the attitude of some criminally minded EC officials in some of the constituencies. Not all of them. Some have been very professional and they have done their work dutifully. but others are deliberately delaying the collation of resource at various constituency collation centers. That is escalating tensions and leading to violence. In some places, our supporters have been shot at, some have been murdered. Already you know that in Tolon, a supporter of the NDC has been murdered by thugs of the MPP under the instructions of the PC for the MPP there, Habib. We had the same incident at Kaswa, Awutu Senior East constituency. One supporter murdered, another seriously injured. By the way, that gangster woman is out of parliament. She's gone, she's lost. Hawakumse. And the day of accountability and reckoning is coming for her. But aside these sad events we have recorded, only last night at Mankranso will be what? Ahafuano Southwest. Ahafuano Southwest constituency, ladies and gentlemen. From the collation we did internally, we knew that we had won the constituency, but we had to go to the designated constituency collation center to go through the collation process, the official collation process with the EC. When we went there, there was a dispute about one polling station resource, which our polling agents had objected to at the polling station level, which had to do with overvoting of about 3 overvoting. And our agents were of the opinion that that case of overvoting also existed in other polling stations. So, so at Mankranso, there was overvoting in connection with one polling station, and the votes involved were about 3 more. And we had cause to also believe that the results from other polling stations also had the same irregularity of overvoting. So a protest was made. Now, as we were thrashing that out with the Electoral Commission, we saw some EC officials coming to the collation center with a ballot box. And so our people resisted. They took the ballot box, and when they opened, the ballot box was full of ballot papers, and all of them had been thumb-printed for Alhaji Bawumia. And so they destroyed the ballot box. And so in the heat of the moment, in the midst of that pandemonium, the EC officials called the military to come in. When the military got there, the reasonable thing they ought to have done, because none of those supporters were holding any offensive weapon, and they could have simply engaged them to restore calm and order to the place. But they just got there and fired at the people, and they murdered, one person at the spot and injured over 4 people at Mankranso. That is what has happened there.
I know, don't worry, I'm live.
All right, so that is Mankranso. Please, let me just put out this information. It is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also receiving the final internally collated provisional results for the Techiman South constituency in Bunu East, and contrary to the earlier indication we had, it is very clear that the NDC has also won the Techiman South. So overall for Bunu East, we won 11/11. 11/11. That is the indication we have for Bunu East. So the earlier communication from the regional secretariat has been amended. I told you that there were some contentious issues over there, but they've been rectified, and we have our pink sheets, and from our pink sheets we have won. And so it is now left for the Electoral Commission to do the needful. Thank you. So the challenges we are having has to do with number 1, Mankranso. The same thing has also happened at Tepa, where from our internally collated results, we won the election. We went to the Constituency Collation Center for the collation. All pink sheets were present, were there at the center. Yet the EC official was pussyfooting, dragging her feet, refusing to commence the collation. Our people, led by the parliamentary candidate for the NDC, pressed on her to commence the collation. She still refused without giving any reason, because she had the full complement of all pink sheets. And we didn't understand why she had to delay the collation process. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our agents decided to go behind the collation center to go and urinate. And when he went, he saw that a pink sheet, which is the main EC copy, had been torn into pieces, folded, and thrown into the bush. So he took it and saw that, no, this is the EC's copy for a particular polling station. Why has it been destroyed and thrown into the bush? So he brought it in, and it led to some, exchanges, verbal exchanges between our people and them, because clearly this was an EC official who wanted to create the grounds for the delay in the collation by destroying a pink sheet from a polling station. So we protested, and our people decided that once they have done that, we are not going to allow any EC official to come to the collation center with any new pink sheets, because that is their game plan. They have a lot of ballot papers, and by the way, this is the only election in the history of Ghana since '92 that we have seen printed ballot papers and pink sheets flying all over. We've never seen this in the history of Ghana. So they have it in ballot boxes with seals from the Electoral Commission, ready for ballot box swapping, pink sheet swapping, and so on. But thanks to the vigilance of our polling station agents, observers, and supporters, we have been able to block this evil plot of the NPP. And so, because our supporters decided to prevent EC officials from going to the collation center with new pink sheets, which obviously were concocted and fabricated, they called in soldiers. Soldiers got there and started shooting indiscriminately. Thankfully for them, nobody got injured, nobody got murdered, but they scattered the place and destroyed all the ballot papers and all the electoral materials. So that is the challenge we are having there. And we are having a similar challenge with collation in Obuasi East as well. The NPP is refusing to allow the collation, to take place. So that is what is happening in Ashanti region. In Wenchi, I don't know the situation now, but before I came to address you, the brief we had was that everything is ready. The results, all the pink sheets are ready. The EC official responsible for the collation is dragging her feet, refusing to do the collation. And that is escalating tensions in the area. If you go to, even here in Greater Accra, I spoke about Ayawaso Central, which has now been declared, we thank God. But Okaikwe Central and Tema Central, there are serious security issues because of these deliberate, this deliberate delay of collation in certain critical constituencies that the NPP believes the NDC has won. And in most of the constituencies, the NPP agents are nowhere to be found. For example, in some of the Bunu constituencies we have won, they are nowhere to be found to sign the results as collated. And EC officials are saying we are waiting for them. We want to tell the Electoral Commission that if the NPP will not come and sign, declare the results. It is not by force that polling agents sign. If they are not there to sign at the end of collation, declare the results and spare the nation the tension you have plunged us into. And Alhaji Bawumia, for God's sake, you are an Alhaji. You call yourself Dr. Digital. So I'm sure that by now, through your many digital applications, you have collated your results. You know you have lost. Please, call your senior brother, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, concede defeat and congratulate him. And save this nation the unnecessary tension that you and your goons have plunged us into. Enough of the killings. Enough of the violence. Ours is a democracy governed by the rule of law. The will of the people expressed at the polls is supreme and must stand. Be a Democrat and respect the will of the people. Leading figures of your party have already conceded defeat. Richard Ayagba has conceded defeat. Even the defectees from the NDC who came to support your cause have considered defeat, like Alote Jacobs. All of them. What are you waiting for? Ghana is the only country we have. So please, do the needful, concede defeat, and call your supporters to order. And IGP Dampare, we will continue to commend you and the Election Security Task Force for the yeoman's job you have done. But your job is not done because we are nowhere near the conclusion of the electoral process. Your work is being undermined by certain elements in the New Patriotic Party and their collaborators in the military. What we are seeing at constituency collation centers is not what the IGP promised us, and it is not what the CDS promised us. And we know that they are not a party to what is happening. But only they can stop the nonsense going on. And they have to put their foot down. They have a choice to make. You choose between the MPP and the Constitution of Ghana. Choose between the outgoing government and the supreme sovereign people of Ghana. Your fidelity is to the Constitution of Ghana and not the MPP. They have lost. Nothing can save them. They can't kill all the people in Ghana. There is no way you can overturn this result through violence. There is no way. So, if they will not do the needful by conceding defeat, we want you to put your foot down and stop the nefarious activities of these MPP thugs who have been clothed in military uniform.
All right, Sami Jemfi, I don't know, Sami Sokasane Yaya Tente, Sami Edase. Baba Minkancho, easy. Delay na mu delay no. Obie ni wo betimi atene he down. I mean can say mu nchire mo. Me can the same thing. Echre Charlotte say na meti angel. Kachan Sante Charlotte u delay untimi nya ho hwe. I am saying say easy a delay no intentional. But don't mean your hoshe. If you say, Yanto a babia wa Ghana apart from 1992 at NDC, and when all the polling stations are Obama Campada. Take this history from me. 1992, NDC, JJ Rawlings, and when all the polling stations are Obama Company. 1996, Kufon in the chamber. 2000 Kufon winning in and I've told you said this year elections 1996 and 2000 and a play of Mamin Chawa Devi Fresoja Nibia Nebisano T say Penebi wa MPP in the phone Fresoja for the soldier for Timinya Kukudo catch and say stop that rubbish, cut the call, otherwise I'll record you and put it out there and chose I didn't do it. Soldier for them da. It will be about why you say Sebia Buru Sebia Nya Rubejimi Okrumano. Who case? Who case? Now, Burma Camp, Presidential Air Force Primary, Air Force. This is the polling station. 1996 Kufo Lusui. 2000 Kufo Lusui. First round, second round. Kufo Lusui. 2004 Kufo Lusui. 2008 first round and second round Professor Mills Lucy. 2012 John Mahama Lucy. 2016 John Mahama Lucy. 2020 John Mahama Lucy Air Force Primary. But 2024 TA Dr Bawumia 155. John Mahama 367. Air Force Primary. Soldier for moyere no mba no mukuru no mompena for no wankasa na to aba no ho. Air Force Primary. Dr Mahamudu Bawumia 155. John Mahama 367. Alan Chamatin 2. Kofi Kurantin 1. Cheddar 9. CPP 1. Rejected ballot to Kurano. And also chair. Any Alan Kofi Kurantin. Any CPP. Pe. Yanko. Junior ranks mess. NDC winning junior ranks mess da. Apart from 1992. Afeti, Dr. Bawumia, 72. Dr Mahama, 160. Cheddar, 3. Wakan, 0. Afeyenko, Amenity Center. So, the phone catch was amenity, near my MPP, Enya 76. Dr Mahama, Unya 209. Yanko Burma Hall. The almighty Burma Hall. Tier results, no? Dr. Bawumia, 304. Dr Mahama, 701. Arakan Daycare.
Madano. Oye bema ko video wo.
So that for the end the academy member. Ba wo the member 5 BN. Cookhouse polling station. Polling center. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia 67. Dr Mahama 129. Breki. But media a catch now say medical crash as Samija Fiba say polling stations na Karina and the Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia who are me win elections no. Mayor Fabe was soon in Adebia me catch say 7 January swear Dr Mahama ina 7 January say Koswe Mahama ina na nipa bi adwe ye omo say ye di agro. Another bre. In some adwojiri. So we hear TV ahwemanim. We say oba ye wuhia obia ye friend kodwe yire nchikumani asebi. An brofo di Captain Smart aya soro no. Enfami ndi agro biem. One ye careful, you can never become MP again in your life. Mrekuduka, shemeni ase. Okabia na di operation UE 2125. Eno one who vote near the mouth. Shemeni, one ye careful, won't be the MP in your life. Eh? Say, young Frobia. Mammy body a ye wo. Maybe the car catch the was a Samijin fever. Now, I want to tell you, sir, my catch now. Mr. Mahama. Ye be 40,976 polling stations in Nano. Obe BT Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Far above 1 million votes. Me catch there when ra. Say ye to about Ghana hane nipa ba kwa wona ne kwoto aba ne krada ye careful. 2016 na yu kuya na ya kufu ado krada. Me catch there. Ena enra na ye John Dramani Mahama krada. President Kufuor na nya ne krada na ye to aba nti ahemfo bi dimirika e ko ne papa nna so. Me catch there mo. And then John Dramani Mahama na ye ne krada ena omusa dimirika e ko ne papa nna so. Na MPP phone ka o makoma nto mo yem. She look, me MPP ni bia anya basabasa. Ka o koma to yem. Na TSS isi can say nipa over 18 million. Ena watchro wundi a obeto aba afi. As it stands now, 40,976 polling stations, you know. Mikuta 38,962. Listen to me well. Over 11 million people vote naba. It's more be a country say voter turnout alone go for Antoaba. Ashanti region koto aba tutia NPP for the very first time. Omuko nya na me catch there was say NDC were between 1 and 6 seats or more. Say ya me no ka say NDC were parliamentary seat makumako and so Ashanti region ebin si da. Me kano na modimi di agro. Me ye nipa me nya bosom. Me amaka say me ye bosom ba me ye nipa me ye bosom. Na mmom no Oba wone ne woba wuhia na wuhunu. Oba wone ne wo eba. Se wuhia na kwantimfia na dwokra. You see him. But we found all the 16 regions. Said at TSA no. Dr Mahama ikutem 13 polling stations akanyina presidential candidate in obi anya 0. Ni yadini na ka Dr Mahamudu Bawumia ho a still John Dramani Mahama be beating 1.2 million votes. Me catch you before Sami Jemfi. I'm telling you what Sami Jemfi came to say. But polling stations akanyina no presidential candidate ni na obi anya 0. Na wo nyina no Dr Mahamudu Bawumia wene a still Alan your friend say John Dramani Mahama baby to over 1.2 million votes. Now let's say for region 836 polling stations. Say ya me no ka say 805 and aba. Dr Mahamudu Bawumia or 109,158. John Dramani Mahama, 122,785. And the Ameno Kano, me were polling stations and I me were constituencies so can. It makes me every single polling station. Figures I call her, me constituency. Figures I call her. A hand if any 2-3. And all the other candidates in Nano, we have 5,245. JB as a someone. Okay, train. Ashanti region. Ashanti region say I no say. Ashanti region was 7,100 polling stations. Say I no say no 6,591 na mimi kuta. Dia kan now obi anya 0 near the Bawumia still I will lose election no.
And that's what your question there.
And that's what your question there. Me catch there was said 1996 ya to abana me meneda.
Na your question there.
Na me meneda na de chi na your question there. And then so your question there. Otumfo ani be just say. Otumfo
there we are member video be
Ashanti region say eya kwet say Bawumia vote na onya no Mahama ne ya chem
owo sisifia
etitie figures ni ye oni ni chem 1.2 million and a half yes say
o say
1.2 million and a half say 600,000
yeah.
Okay, afetie Dr Mahamudu Bawumia 1,285,357 votes. Ashanti region as it stands now.
That is 1.2.
That's right. And John Dramani Mahama, I was 652,998. About 28 in one. Okay.
Bono, you do 8 and what can is man?
I watch it. What I met a promoter, sister chair, auntie chair,
Debbie,
I will chair. A chair, what chair. I don't know.
Odogu.
Kawan ya me Rama Jamie. Bono. Bono wo. Me nua ba ya ajanto awa ha na me wie regions na ye be na kasa. Bono 1,574 polling stations. 1,574 polling stations. Say memi kuta 1,530. Dr Bawumia ewo 186,675. John Dramani Mahama ewo 227,987. Bono East, 1,534 polling stations. Say ya me no kase no. Emu 1,515 enaba. Bawumia were 159,039 votes. But anyway, Gabi I could say it will be better for Bawumia to call John Dramani Mahama and congratulate him. MPP for quality one more resource near. Nti JB wo you try to picture ground e wo MPP baby omo quality omo resource and run ajo omo koye meeting wo and run ajo MPP for koye meeting e wo cantonment MPP for koye meeting o cantonment papa na on taxi call and I didn't know throw V8 na why did you go in a taxi anyway Bono East 1,534 polling stations. Say Mimi Kuta 1515 1,515. A year Dr Bawumia ewo 159,039 votes. Dr Mahama ewo 263,047. Others na me mfanka ho. Central region wamu 3,638 polling stations. Say Mimi Kuta 3,446 polling stations. Dr Bawumia ewo 393,781. Afete Dr Mahama Diano 582,042 votes. Eastern region is surprising. And I said it here. If you ways to say MPP anya careful Eastern region ebe chimpe. But chimpe no aka te epron wotre amotre woso statre ematre alaji tre aje tre apron tre nwutre na kire say aya asem Eastern region. Eastern region have 4,158 polling stations. Say Mikuta 3,825. Bawumia were 520,507 votes. Shockingly, John Mahama 479,486. Greater Accra. I know Mahama say MPP Belusu. Greater Accra, 7,914 polling stations. Mikuta 7,303. You assume neti. Bawumia was 693,148. 693,219. And a fee. Dr Mahama 236,549. Northeast, one more 750 polling stations. Me akatu no menyanina. Say me want 748 out of the 750 polling stations. And until I did catch once as Sami Jenfiba say, the Akayina the can Bawumia Hua, Opa Onum a Punsu, a we are Simunina. Samira Bejano, because of Belusu. Say, I'm a no, I am, sir. I was a Sefiani, and a partnerality, and Our Sisifiani. Our Sisifiani. Our Sisifiani. Hey, had a personality. Ani, Minawa. Anema. I try a cancer chama, move it. Northeast. Northeast. Bawumia early do Northeast. That's yeah, difference, no. Or 134,164 votes.
Northeast there,
Northern region, they are not.
Northeast there.
Maybe who said them is a kind of maybe cannot.
De facto so.
Anna, Dr Mahama 110,508. After Northern region. One more 2,464 polling stations. Chenio, 2,464 polling stations. Say ya me no kase no. Maybe what 2,410 out of the 2,464. Into account 54. Let me read. Bawumia was 359,503. And Dr Mahama was 519,287. Oti ayetime. Oti tiate. Meraka abwaji dwana num se MPP ba wini oti. Me sre that day sa. Me wa block me. Ba wo ya me sre. Se bie. Aniama. Awa se fiani bi. Hene hanka chief no. Ani yana ya me na nina. Kofo ya campaign na uso yiri sisi fia ya the winning election. Ani mere. Oti.
Orati unyayesa.
I wanna try JGH, wanna try mam. Oti. Wamuo. 1,000.
Hey, GH boy.
Oti. Whatever me about one me. Oti. Wamuo 1,013 polling stations. Menyanina. Oti. Wamuo 1,013 polling stations. Menyanina. Easy for now, ya why say baby, I mean figures if you know, wamuo the same thing. Oti. Bawumia was 86,203. John Dramani Mahama was 181,318. Savannah Omutiate. Savannah was 794 polling stations. Memo was 745 polling stations. Bawumia was 63,583. And Afe John Dramani Mahama was 143,181. Upper East. Our Sisifiani. Upper East was 1,592 polling stations. Meme woni na aka one. Upper East, 1,592 polling stations. Say ya me no ka say me 1,591 aka one pe. Me didn't na acha Bawumia. Upper East, Bawumia 106,256. Dr Mahama 360,904. Upper West. Nyabotra fene mediasa.
Why I don't know why they yes I did.
GH boy na.
Omo with the need na be yasido.
We didn't have a asida. You were a chance.
Asida no.
Debi asida ye the mediasa Thanksgiving breakfast.
But champagne in yamai. It's mo yana mo fa champagne in brana.
Upper West. One more 1,307 polling stations. Me woni na. Upper West. One more 1,307 polling stations. Agiba Kwadwo Mikutani na. Na kame de deka. Yame kwa ni eba yamba.
Pressure kwana me down.
Praise God.
This guy will not go to heaven. Oh, go heaven.
Upper West. Theo, Upper West. I have Jomama 243,657 voter region. Voter region ewo 2,373 polling stations. 2,373 polling stations. Say ya mete meme wo 2,362. Dr Mahamudu Bawumia wo 55,762. Afetie as usual voter. Jomama 580,743. Western region. Jebi, region ben em kase MPP beluso onlusu.
Western region. So beluso onlusu.
Welusu na.
Oh. Ashanti region quite have lost it.
Western region. One more 2,738 polling stations. 2,738 polling stations. I give back what you say CCA.
Umame police station agents.
Me were 2,581. The akenyi na awo sisifiani bi. Hadi ni handkerchief no. Awo sisifiani.
Of course, the biggest TV station in Ghana now.
Western,
with 10K.
Western region. Mamo Facebook, Ukramo, you have no business. Moshe, Kakranka, and then I'm going to share, let's go. We pay 11K, the Macasem Yachro.
10.1.
Western region. One more 2,738 polling stations. Metea CCA. Me were 2,581 polling stations. To Western region. Dr Mahamudu Bawumia 259,612. Dr Mahama 394,354. Western North is the last region. Bakato was a higher battle as so me, I be the returning officer for presidential. Sina JB if you have to go here, returning officers for parliamentary.
Yes. I think they may declare parliamentary.
I think they may declare parliamentary.
2020, 4 years for Nana. 4 years.
So the parliamentary, how many come out? Okay, we are.
I mean, we are Western North. Me catch that say ne say ahemfo bi ese me maka say regions na do create was uselessly created. Ahemfo no kotwa adwan gu me mitiri so. Ana me fra ahemfo no ba ko na me catch say hwe me ye moja na menam. Na wetwa odwan moja ka me moja nti menya moja bebere. Momo moja so bete. Nom ka se bi di agro. Haya kwa ho.
Mint cancer, baby.
Woko Yɛba Western North, more 1,211 polling stations. Meti aka 10 pe ne menye nyina. Mensaka 1,201. Bawumia ewo 122,219. And afei John Dramani Mahama wo 200,483. Now listen to the breakdown and analysis proper. There were 40,976 polling stations across the country. Sese ya me no te hei. Me were 38,991. Omo plug in wo easy woped ebeba be so sese ya mame. Sese hei me were 38,991. Total valid votes from these polling stations, 11,187,000. Akwasoro say you're plugging in to Fofraba, but no problem. 11,188,117. I want to sit here and say that 2024 elections now are 2, you know. Ballot number 8 and ballot number 1 and an Omoye Prime. Says John Dramani Mahama was 6,302,861, representing 56.33%. And Dr Mahamudu Bawumia was 4,626,990, representing 41.35%. I want to say today and now that John Dramani Mahama of the NDC has won the 2024 general elections. I am repeating. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC has won the 2024 presidential elections. Finally, on Onuya TV and Onuya FM, John Dramani Mahama of the National Democratic Congress has won the 2024 presidential elections.
By popular request, almost that's
Pacho, Pusham in Chemu TV this one.
The NPP.
Yes. Press
conference. Very soon.
One coalition.
Yes.
And
coalition detailed.
The victory of Mahama is coming again. Simple, eh? NDC Lusu 2020 Mihuru Omosama. Domeko Abenya NDC constituency chairman Dibrika Benjamin Captain Jaisa. Lusu.
So you can see as a Roman fathers.
Sir.
Roman fathers they did now.
Come on. Accommodate me. Accommodate me. What I do? And I want to say, I was sick that now want to be tested as I followed in the Temagro.
Oh,
say. Kwata no mama kuma yo ya. Sisi fia bi ho ebekum. Aja sabrai sofo odroka atopa bi de wo be kobru samjem. Sisi fia bi de Bawumia ko opposition. Kere Japan ni jiaje. O say. Kere Japan ti fie na de ni aje o he. Sira na o sere.
Ese wa.
Kennedy.
Ese wa. Be fa.
Ha Ken. Eugene. Ashanti.
Yes, yes.
Na ni jiaje.
E do de ni aje.
Or the account for him.
Yes, all the ni aje.
Or the TV won sanso your Facebook.
But me no ka say Sapo na mkwa so come here.
What say?
Sapo.
Nana Dr Bawumia.
What say?
Nana Dr Bawumia.
From where I sit.
You can't answer this question. I was saying, and yes, I'm Eurobia. The point is that. May I dear
what do 11K? 11.4K. What do 11.4K? This is Ghana's finest.
May I have told you? They are coming now. Yedeka Dr Mahamudu Bawumia Hua. Ultimately winning 2024 elections. No. Now, I check J.A. Kufuor's percentage. 2000 general elections. A honor bema obeji unia enemy DA.
DH, yeah.
Ah, what's it there? Yeah. What's with that?
There be a mayor press conference. So, the General Secretary of the NPP.
Hey!
And then my papa birthday.
Yes, dear woo.
The birthday of my dad, John Ajekum Kofo. Accra, happy birthday. Ne kwasam ya me ni say if you happen so mama no. Chese, why there? Kufo. And then you are what that. Accra, Yamin Shah. Na, and near ma, watch me. Edu baby, I make Kasana, MPP 4 year near me, and I make cook on a bar. Naya, no, Marco J. Kufo, sir. I say, on to me coming massive. And a Kufo said, the guy is now a grown up. Any pair of wolf, you know, one or one could see one, so they are fresh. And I'm a room to him.
Dr. Bawumia, because my best speech, I will consider defeats.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Beba, Obeba Bekasa, Soba, Befano. Only consider defeat. I may some upon that. About time I may consider defeat. So
look at a horrible General Secretary General. National Chairman, Ejina Hall. Any other notable names, look at the poster. They are in a comfortable league.
Oh, we need more.
Who look at the same thing.
Naya. What don't so one.
Yet
Kankai, and so they are all aware. She won't do not win in our home.
Hey. Stability. Yeah, look at the chairman. Look at the national chairman.
MPP na ye humble zano.
Dabi omunya humble. O say yes if you to be at the second you aso.
my God.
What says?
This is strange.
Sisifia ya de hwa na kwa ho. Obi ade nse gudu hwa so hwa de. Obi ade nse gudu hwa so hwa.
Nyankopon de nya.
You can say easy.
Now, so why is the party office? Moye no dia bi ase no.
Anya party office.
Eti
about me fie.
It's boy dem bi aye se dia ase. On the ban, but we on the ban. Dr. Bawumia,
His Excellency,
the president,
Vice President of the Republic of Ghana.
Our abandon the post.
Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia.
I miss what
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, introduce him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yes.
Introducing to you now, all the way from Dubai, the very first Vice President to contest for the general elections.
All right, let's listen to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Driver's mate, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Yes. Are you guys ready? Should I go? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, following yesterday's presidential and parliamentary elections, Ghanaians at home and abroad have been sitting on tenterhooks awaiting the outcome of the election. Let me say that the data from our own internal collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. The NDC has also won the parliamentary election, even though we await final collation for a number of seats. However, I believe ultimately that these will not change the overall outcome. I have just called His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to congratulate him as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. I said during the signing of the Peace Pact that I was sure of two things. Ghana will win and peace will reign. The people of Ghana have spoken. The people have voted for change at this time, and we respect that decision with all humility. I thank God Almighty for how far He has brought me, and I submit to His will. I am making this concession speech before the official announcement by the Electoral Commission to avoid further tension and preserve the peace of our country. It is important that the world investor community continues to believe in the peaceful and democratic character of Ghana. These are our most important assets. Ghana is more important than our individual political ambitions, and we must always put Ghana first. While this was not our desired outcome, I say this is part of the democratic process. We put our best foot forward in the contest, explaining our policies and programs. However, it is sometimes the case that the voter would have other ideas. I am very proud of the efforts of our campaign team, and I thank them very much. I assure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama of my full support in the transition process. As committed Democrats, we pledge to ensure that we have a very smooth transition so that the business of government will continue seamlessly. The MPP would offer the needed support to the new government in a very responsible way. Ladies and gentlemen, we have conceded defeat like any consummate democrat would do, but we have not abandoned the fight to transform Ghana and expand opportunities to all sections of our society. We will not be a disruptive opposition, even though we would subject government actions and policies to strict scrutiny in the interest of our beloved nation. Our MPs, I am convinced, will do a thorough job to advance our democracy and ensure that the citizenry gets the best out of the democratic dispensation. To the rank and file of the New Patriotic Party, I know the feeling hurts, given that this is not the result you worked for. I know you would feel there is darkness ahead. That is natural, especially when in all sincerity you gave the assignment your all. But I assure you that we will regroup and come back even stronger. We will take stock of events and pick lessons to guide us going forward. In the interim, I urge you all to look into the future with optimism and hope. We may have lost the battle, but not the war. Let me also use this occasion to congratulate all MPs elect, with special emphasis on those from the MPP side. I would like to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, for his support and guidance over the years. I extend sincere thanks to the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, for her support and wise counsel throughout my tenure as Vice President and during the 2024 electioneering campaign. I would like to thank my wife, Haja Samira Bawumia, who has gone over and above the call of duty in her support for me. My thanks also go to my children, my brothers and sisters, and the entire Bawumia family for their support. I also thank my running mate, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, and his wife Alma, for their strong support in this campaign. I am eternally grateful to our revered traditional rulers, religious leaders, and the generality of Ghanaians for their support. I thank former President Kufuor, the Council of Elders, executives, and the rank and file of the New Patriotic Party for their solid support. To all Ghanaians who voted for me and the MPP to implement our proposed bold solutions, I thank you for the confidence you reposed in us. To all Ghanaians who didn't vote for me and the MPP in this particular election, I thank you for considering my proposals, even though you exercised your right to choose by settling on the eventual winner. Let me also thank the Electoral Commission for overseeing yet another transparent and fair election in Ghana. I also thank the security services for their role in maintaining the peace. My thanks also goes to the media for their excellent reportage. Ghana has won. Thank you very much, and may God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
Yeah,
Please come. Come. That's right. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 14.3K live on Facebook. On behalf of the people of this country, we want to say a big thank you. It's not been an easy journey. It has not been an easy task. Etoda yana se ujina manokra yana eding. Enye easy se obetumi ejina manokre ewe bibi mem. Enye easy. Maminda National Chief Imam say, old boy, me ye hwanya utime tomenkra. Sa o mame amu. Na enye se bia ye ni agye se MPP elusi elections no. Na de ba ko ese se wote ase ne se nyame nipa kasa nyame wa adwuma ye. We are say won se nyame nipa kasa nyame owa adwuma eyo. DH, hold on. Yewie enra na jokura no se wutie ya kana obehu se na yewie bibia ne sa Bawumia ayade no sabasobo say ya to aba isi emfa constituency ba ko pempo emaye na a leading contender beba bontia be catch us say me jam if say marry nya de da form enu anajo meni JB ene yehu MPP Coalition Center na aye bibia ewo ho nti enu anajo MPP mpani for committee na ewo cantonment ne ye hwe won ye monitor omo te say bibi no but the TL say NDC former assembly nko mutirimu yie. I kept saying say 7th January yedi Mahama si akonwa so a yedi ni si akonwa so a yedi ni si akonwa so a yedi ni si akonwa so a na minnim de America na monhwe ne ye na mama mutirimu amaye mode onua maybe a Ghana edro no nyese me minister of state me deputy minister me DC no maybe a Ghana edro no ehia nkrofo betime do won kra to ho amoman sure se baby aye duro mu ano nyan sure he mahini bi organ ha bia to abati Bawumia sure I can say this on authority se mahini bi so ye be ma omra bonti me kasa 120 Bawumia Captain Smart if say mahini bi ani kromu nsu asai bia no sure okonkonwa fia nkonwa ne man warning sure Mahama wo adwuma kase miensa 1 sure reducing dollar now soro na ekono wutime de ba eye 10 cities a what to Ghana for aketuam 70%. And number 1. Number 2, Mahama. Memma wutiri mu nya wo deda. Fight galamsey. Me ka se mi kire me nua ba pani ya Jantoa ba me kan ankobra nsuo ni hwew. Bankese me min so chi nsuo no so hwew. De aka no men kanka ho akire me de besom obi ma na be ka kire de sese wo ye. De toso miensa ene se ma wo nan yentientia o kufo ho ansa wakode krachi timiye ma wo nan koso yentientia o kufo ho ansa wako ne krachi afi ne krakra ne se afi se o sori anopa na obeso TV a obegie di say you TV station bako onua na wogana yadwene mu wo efe no nua onua yadwene mu wo sese ya mejina hei onua woje jimi amecho 2028 elections na baby abeko wanju de jana ma catch your plane baby abeko ene de abeyo ba de tie ne se akasema du na nundu abom I mean, Jemu Maminu Aba, Aba, on Kasai.
So, what the crime in you?
It's a Electoral Commission. What's not saying? I'll be general. Senior, what's not saying? I'll be general.
Me, my overwhelmed. Now, may the congratulations, Bema, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A war, ni victory, a very great victory. Now, Unyamin.